we're going to get public comment, or we? Okay, then let's move to number 6, please.
There is one lease under agenda item 6 for approval by the board. Are there any questions on this item?
Do we have any questions on the lease, item number 6? Motion passes. Item number 7, approval of proposed contracts.
There are 54 contracts under agenda item 7 for approval by the board this morning, and I would just note again that contract 4 relates to agenda item 4A. Are there any questions on any of these items?
I've just got a question on 4, and General Ford, if you can help me here, I asked my counsel Kyle to explain this to me a little bit. Do we have a list that you use when you're going for outside counsel, or is it depending on recommendations, or how do we do that?
Yeah, there is no particular list, Mr. Governor. It oftentimes depends on recommendations that come from the various departments who've utilized individuals in the past with expertise in certain areas.
How are the fees negotiated, or is it a standard fee, or is it depending? Is it reduced? What?
But generally speaking, they're always reduced because there are government rates that we try to convince folks to abide by. But there is not a standard rate that is, because again, it depends upon the nature of the action, the complexity of the action, how long the action is going to be ongoing, and things of that sort.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That's the only question I had. Secretary Sagaski or General Ford, any questions?
None here.
No, sir. I'll move for approval.
We have a motion on the floor on item number 7. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes. Item number 8.
There are
Yeah, 8, sorry.
There are 4 master service agreements under agenda item 8 for approval by the board. Are there any questions on these items?
I think we have every fuel vendor in the state of Nevada has been approved for this at one time or another, huh? You think so? Okay. Okay. Did we have a motion on item number 8?
Move approval.
We have a motion on the floor. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 9.
There are 33 contracts under the $50,000 threshold that were approved by the clerk between March 24th, 2020 and April 20th of 2020. This item is informational. Were there any questions on any of these items?
I do not have any questions on number 9. Do we have any questions there?
None, sir.
Okay. That's it.
Governor, if I could, this would be a great place to just thank you for working with us, the other agencies, to answer our questions. Thank you.
I agree, and I appreciate you acknowledging that, and I think we all feel the same way, that they go above and beyond, get us the information. If you have a question, they always get back to us very promptly, which minimizes the questioning at these meetings and helps them run a lot smoother. So for that, thank you, everybody. Okay.
Absolutely.
That was information, right? Now we're on number 10?
Correct.
Okay. Information item and reports.
There are 3 informational reports under this agenda item. The first is an informational report regarding lands or interest in lands transferred, sold, exchanged, or leased under the Tahoe Basin Act program, as well as a quarterly report on the status of real property or interests in real property transferred under the Lake Tahoe Mitigation Program, which are required pursuant to NRS 321.5954 and Chapter 355 Statutes of Nevada, 1993, respectively. This report is for the quarter ending March 31st, 2020. There were no acquisitions of land during this period, and there were 2 transactions under the Lake Tahoe Mitigation Program, resulting in 733 square feet of restored land coverage and an increase of $27,670 for the Nevada Land Bank. Are there any questions on this item?
None. Any questions on this item?
None here.
Thank you.
Okay. The second item is a report on expenditures from the Board of Examiners emergency account. The Department of Health and Human Services had an HVAC unit that failed in January 2020 at the Adolescent Treatment Center, which caused the occupants to be temporarily displaced. The estimated cost of replacement was $250,000, of which the Division of Public and Behavioral Health funded $62,661, with the balance coming from the emergency account. This will leave a balance in the account of approximately $115,000. Are there any questions on this item? For vehicles, on the voluntary contributions collected by a county pursuant to NRS 482.480, also known as the Complete Streets Program, for the period October 1, 2019 through December 31, 2019. During the second quarter of fiscal year 2020, the department collected $78,314 compared to $79,236 in the same period last year and $89,353 collected in the first quarter. Of the amount collected, approximately 78% was from Clark County, 15.75% from Washoe County, and just under 3% each from Douglas County and Carson City. After deducting 1% to administer the collection and distribution of contributions, the department distributed $77,531 for this quarter. Approximately 11.8% of those registering a vehicle during the quarter contributed to the Complete Streets program, ranging from 9.4% in Douglas County to 14.77% in Clark County. Are there any questions on this item?
I do not have any. Do you have any questions on the Complete Streets program, Secretary or General Ford?
I do not.
Aaron? General Ford?
None here, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, no problem. That completes our action items and reports. This is the second time set aside for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board on any item, please identify yourself, and comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Do we have anybody? Seeing none, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We are adjourned. We'll see you all soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Governor.